Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Testudo Times After the Buzzer. I'm Alex Kirshner. This is Matt Ellentuck, and we're here at Xfinity Center, where Maryland beat Southern New Hampshire tonight 91-55 in its lone exhibition game of the 2015-16 season. It was a imperfect but pretty good performance for Maryland, I think. Matt, your view of it?
Yeah, we saw a pretty good performance from most of the bigs. We had Diamond Stone and Robert Carter both in double figures. Checo came in off the bench, also tipped in a few points. The most concerning part of today is probably the guard play. The Terps were without Dion Wiley, who hurt his knee, had an MRI. We'll find out more on that later. But the turnovers were a real problem today from Maryland's guard play. Mello Trimble especially, I think he had 5 or 6 turnovers. What did you think about that?
I thought Mello Trimble was uneven. I think it doesn't matter too much. I don't think anyone really has good reason to worry about anything that Mello Trimble does. He's going to be good no matter what he does against Southern New Hampshire State. I thought that what was a little bit more concerning was that Jalen Brantley didn't look totally comfortable. I think a little bit early to be concerned about that too. I think it's tough to draw any conclusions from a game like this. But for everything that was concerning about guard play or imperfect about guard play, it was highly encouraging to see what Maryland's front court did tonight.
Absolutely. We saw some pretty good defense. Yeah, the bigs got into foul trouble, but most of it was on the offensive end. There were a lot of offensive fouls. Maryland did a great job protecting the rim, in my opinion. Robert Carter had an amazing block off the backboard that brought the first bout of energy that we're going to see at Xfinity Center.
Yeah.
We should probably expect a lot more of that.
I think so, and I think what was interesting was that you expect Robert Carter to do things like block shots. You expect things like Diamond Stone to be dunking. What was especially encouraging for me was to see the way that Maryland ran its offense out of the post, particularly with post passing. Mark Turgeon talked about that a bit after the game, and as did Diamond Stone and Robert Carter. It's a huge asset to have that, and I think DeMonte Dodd did a pretty nice job with it.
I was just about to say that. Dodd did a great job with that. He had 11 rebounds tonight to go on top of that. But Dodd, when faced with double teams, which is definitely a target because Dodd is pretty turnover prone, Dodd did a great job facing away from the basket and looking for perimeter players. He hit Jared Nickens for a memorable three-pointer, and there was great passing around the perimeter.
Yeah, and I think now Maryland has 6 days and change to prepare for Mount St. Mary's, and then 3 days after that to get ready for Georgetown in this building right here. Not the best showing that Maryland's had in a preseason game or in a game against a cupcake tonight, but a fun night for basketball. There were 13,598 people who turned out to watch a preseason game against a Division II opponent.
On a Friday night.
On a Friday night when they could be doing a lot of other things, a lot of different places. So all in all, I think an encouraging night for Maryland basketball and a fun one for those who decided to show up. So without further ado, you got anything else?
No, that's it. That's the first TT after the buzzer.
Thanks for reading. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.